As speaking of in, we do have inside and out as our map.
Oh, exactly. Are we going to be inside or out?
As spawning inside the top right hand corner of the map, it is our Storm Gaming at Terran in the red. This is SpeCial.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out in the elimination match of Group H, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Alpha X. It is Zoun.
Now, don't let Chase hear about people changing their names for their favorite athletes, because if he starts competing again and calls himself Messi, I'll not be happy.
Oh my god. I would love, yo, let's go Messi.
Messi.
Oh my god. That would be amazing.
It would be so odd.
It would. It wouldn't make much sense at all. It's so weird naming yourself after someone else. Like you're using someone else's name. Like that's crazy.
I'm gonna call myself Mbappe.
I'm gonna call myself. I'm not gonna say.
You don't watch sport?
David Beckham.
Oh no.
I'm gonna call myself.
Is that the last time you went outside? 2000?
I'm gonna call myself Pele.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. That's all. That's the extent of my football knowledge. Pele and David Beckham.
So I guess, yeah, 2001 was the last time you left your house.
Yo, I did own FIFA 2001 on the PlayStation 2. I did actually own it.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
When's the split screen LAN at Light's house? That would be sick if you had like, if it was like a StarCraft LAN and someone brought along like a PS2 with like
FIFA?
an old school FIFA on it and we had a FIFA tournament.
Oh,
that'd be mad.
That'd be sick, mate. That'd be sick. All the cousins, mate. They all come over for the FIFA, mate. Let's go.
Yeah, we tricked them and then we get them on the Protoss and they're like, "Oh, mate, this is pretty easy, eh? I just A move." Mate, I think I'm a grandmaster. What does that mean?
Do I win now? Do I win? Oh my god.
Mate, I think I mugged this guy. I took him.
There's so many non-Australians that have no idea what we're doing right now. Like what are they? Who are they trying to impersonate? What's going on?
Is this a particular person?
Is this a
way of life?
An Australian accent? Oh my god.
Kind of.
Kind of.
As here we go. Two of these probes going to be going down to the double Reaper of SpeCial as he defends back at home with the Hellion. So nice little bit of multitask there. Does get the scanning as well. Sees that it's a Twilight Council opener.
Yeah, exactly. Very interesting here. At the same time, we do have a Hellion slipping in across the map as well. Doesn't get too much damage. Shield battery does top up every single one of those probes. I guess talking a little bit about the opener because we were a little bit distracted by things that were very important. SpeCial did go for, a pseudo proxy here, just racks at the natural. Not something that we've seen in a while, but we kind of were alluding to it earlier. It is definitely something that you can do. You can play with your reputation, but Zoun in the end was actually able to scout it and get eyes on it with his probe, so he wasn't quite fooled by it, as he did open up with that Twilight Council.
Mate, you just got to repair up that Hellion so you can do some more sick burnouts.
Oh my god. We're getting out of control, Ash.
As here we go, SpeCial is going to be going for this mine drop. Really nice movement with the Stalker by Zoun. Catches this so early, gets some shots on that medevac as well, and looks like SpeCial just going to have to sit it over here on the dead space. You don't actually have dead space on this map between the natural and the third.
Oh yeah, exactly. Do have to be careful with that Liberator moving on out. Yeah, you don't see this too often, so I'm really excited to see how this works out for SpeCial. At the same time, we do have a 3-gate follow-up here by Zoun. We have Blink finishing up. No 4 gates, so no hyper commitment into this aggression. The Hellion tried to get a full scout of the main base. Was able to at least see all 3 of those gateways as we have a Widowmine drop coming in.
Yeah, good reactions from Zoun there. Even baits that mine shot into the Geyser. Very smooth moves. Zoun has been very slick with his defense in this game.
Oh my god, he's just always in position. As we have the Liberator being set up outside the main base, at the same time, Special's moving forward through the center of the map. This is scouted by Zoun. He does have Blink, he can slow this down. Ooh, Zoun expanding and taking a third base as well as a Robotics Bay at the same time. You could argue a little bit of a greedy move here by Zoun. We'll see if he can get away with it.
Yeah, there we go. Does respond finally to that Liberator. The Liberator going to be getting out of there. Does have a lot of time to respond. Just one Stalker putting damage on it, but this attack from Special hasn't really worked out, and there is a counterattack coming out from Zoun as well. We can see from Special he was on 1-1-1 that whole time. He's only just getting his transition going now, so he was not completely all in, but definitely would have liked to get some damage there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he felt pretty committed with his aggression, and after all said and done, I feel like Zoun has come out a little bit ahead afterwards. You know, sneaking out the tech, sneaking out the third Nexus. We do have a third CC on the way, but Zoun is already in the main base, and this only just now gets spotted by Special.
Yeah, there we go. So he's going to be putting a little bit of damage on with these 4 Stalkers here. Does lose one of them, but he delays the building on the third CC.
Does end up delaying it in the end. Meanwhile, Zoun is getting set up with a couple more Stalkers here at the natural base location, but we have a tank and a Liberator here. Oh, no, never mind. Liberator's going to be moving over towards the main instead, so Zoun could maybe find an opening. There's not too much pressure on him to deal damage, though. Right now, I'm sure he just wants to contain Special and catch any kind of move outs.
Yeah, and there we go. It does look like he somehow got eyes on this drop, and he's going to be able to take it out.
Oh my god, the Observer was in between the main and the natural, and he did see the medevac moving out. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, there you go. He does see that. Special is going to go looking for that Observer. He should be able to catch that just in time. Zoun a little bit too slow on the re-siege. Does it look like Zoun going to be able to keep him pinned back at home, though? That's quite a lot of Stalkers, and this can pick off a lot of units as he comes across the map. So Special's going to be stuck in his base for a while now.
Oh my god, Zoun's pulling a Zoun, and he actually didn't go Colossus first. He went for a Disruptor. Instead, he has his first Disruptor here across the map, looking to be a little bit cheeky and catch Special unawares.
Yeah, there we go. Going for that Sephiron Disruptor as he does blink his Stalkers on back. Special not going to be waiting in too aggressively there, but there we go. The first Disruptor shot has been revealed. Good splits from Special. Just going to be losing the 2 units, though.
Yeah, nice quick reaction there. He's able to split away and only lose the Marine and a Marauder at the same time. He's pushing on forward. We have a Raven slipping in towards the main base of Zoun, looking to try and go for a bit of auto turret harass.
Yeah, and the Liberator heading in towards the third as well, so Special is setting up a lot of harassment at the same time as pushing forward, just really is stressing the multitask of Zoun, but looks like Zoun is up to the task. He is skirmishing with these Blink Stalkers. He has the Disruptors in position.
Oh my god, shaves us for a couple of Marines there. We have a second Disruptor on top of the ramp as well. Special has to be a little bit careful, but it looks like he can focus down the Disruptor.
Yeah, but meanwhile, that Liberator getting huge damage. 14 probes going down while that was all going down. And the shield battery overcharge has been focused down for Special. He will be charging straight on in towards the main. Looks like he just wants to take down that Forge, and he will be losing his harassment force, but not before taking down a few more probes.
He commits quite hard here. He's going to get every single worker. 20 probes go down alongside the Forge, denying +1. Even takes out a Disruptor as well. And Zoun, how can he recover from here? Special is not letting up on that gas, by the way. He goes for another double drop across the map.
Yeah, one more double drop being sent out. He does finally land that third, but Zoun, he's had enough. He is sending it straight through the middle. Looks like Special is still going to commit with this double drop, but Zoun should have a warp in off cooldown pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried here for Special because Zoun has a lot of army supply right now. Like, his army is huge. He's being forced into this position, into counterattacking. We do see Special does have his tanks on the high ground, but Zelda being morphed into the main.
Oh, a bit of a bad blink by Zoun, though. He's just going to be jumping straight on in there. He really needs to deal with these tanks.
Yeah, there we go. He does blink towards the tanks. He will be able to clean them up. The Disruptor went down before the Nova went off at the same time. We have a double drop across the map in the main base of Special, but GG gets called.
GG, just too much there from Zoun. Very slick defense in the open game. Special finding a lot of openings later on, getting a good amount of damage with that Liberator, but it just wasn't enough.
Wow, exactly. Like, Zoun was hurting so much in the economy. He lost so much when it came to Special's tri-pronged aggression. But then he was forced to counterattack, and Special wasn't quite ready for that, unfortunately. He was just he had lost a little bit too much in his own attacks, and GG.
Yeah, exactly. GG is called. So Zoun going to be taking down that first game. They were looking pretty evenly matched for a lot of it. I think SpeCial just a little bit too committed with some of his attacks and Zoun just a bit too slick with the defense.
Definitely, definitely. Oh boy, that was quite close and definitely could have gone either way for either one of these players. But Zoun does take a lead in this series, and now we're going to be getting into game number 2. We're going to be getting into Data Under the Sea.
I almost spilled my water all over my keyboard.
Oh, be careful.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't get wet, puppy. Just calm down.
Okay, I'll keep the water inside me.
Oh my god.
As here we go, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, down 1-0 and fighting for his life in this elimination match. This is the Storm Gaming Terran SpeCial.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Data Under the Sea, we have his opponent, the South Korean Protoss player representing Alpha X, currently leading this series 1-0. It is Zoun. Oh boy. And yeah, pretty dynamic back and forth game number 1 between our two players. We do see Zoun here in game number 2 immediately checking a proxy location here on the right hand side, just making sure SpeCial isn't doing him dirty.
Yeah, and there we go. SpeCial just going to be coming in with this SCV. The timing of this makes it look like he was going for an eBay block, and there we go, he is, but Zoun has spotted this. Is Zoun going to send a probe down there to check on that, though? There we go. He does rally one down.
Yeah, one probe is going to rally down towards the natural base, does confirm the eBay on the way, pulls a couple of extra boys as well, just to make sure the eBay doesn't get too much HP and doesn't take too long to cancel.
eBay.
eBay, puppy. In the end, SCV is going to be able to get out and survive. It looks like Zoun is opting not to make a Zealot right now. He's just, he should have enough DPS here with these probes.
Yeah, Zoun just pulling down these 4 probes. Looks like SpeCial still hiding in the base there. Might want to go back and remake another eBay. I think that's what he's looking for, but no, just wants to confirm that that base is in fact going down.
Go. Meanwhile, the probe does check there as well, does confirm force the SCV out of its hiding place, does confirm that a Nexus is going to be on the way, and things are going to kind of return to normalcy here, as SpeCial did open up with a Rax expand, but with the CC safely on the high ground.
Yeah, there we go. With that Rax on the high ground, CC on the high ground, he could go for a reactor early if he wanted to, but instead going to be going for 2 Reapers. So once again, SpeCial trying to play a little bit more of a tricky style. This is a bit unusual considering his opening, but it does seem like he does prioritize often the surprise factor.
Yeah, and we don't see this too often anymore, but yeah, he's following it up with the 3 Racks.
Yeah, so this is one of the continuations you can do from the eBay block. I know Mario was quite hot on this for a little while. I don't think he's really doing it at the moment anymore, but an eBay block into 3 Racks does make a bit of sense just because you are delaying a few different things here, and it does allow you to have a good follow-up pressure.
Yeah, we'll see how this works out here for SpeCial, because Zoun is opening up with a Stargate, so he's going to have some scouting information. His overall Stalker count won't be anywhere near as high to slow down the overall push, but Zoun should be able to get eyes on it as the Stargate does finish up, and he is going to be going for a Phoenix first.
Yeah, Phoenix first, and this can be a little bit difficult to deal with 3 Racks. 3 Racks does tend to do very well against Phoenix openers just because of the amount of DPS you have, the amount of anti-air, so I feel like SpeCial has gotten a pretty good opener out of this.
Definitely. Like, Phoenixes are great against high-tech units, not so much against mass marines. So I do worry a little bit here for Zoun. We'll see how he's going to be able to adapt once he gets eyes on this. The first Phoenix is rushing across the map. Of course, this was scouted by the Reapers of SpeCial, so he's fully aware of what to anticipate. And it looks like the Marines are getting in position to force us back.
Yeah, there we go. So a bit of damage going down on that Phoenix already. The Phoenix here just to do a bit of scouting. Looks like he will. Yeah, he dips in there, sees those extra Raxes as well. So he will be able to prepare accordingly at home.
Yeah, exactly. Immediately he's going to be throwing down a couple more gateways, Twilight Council, a shield battery as well. He's going to be taking this very seriously. as a 3-Rax push can really spell the end for Protoss. Continuing his Phoenix production, again, this can still be quite useful. Phoenixes can pick off reinforcements as they do trickle out across the map.
Yeah, and there we go. Behind this, special is going to be going into this 3-Rax setup. Not going to be going for an early factory, so not rushing out medevacs or anything like that. Not really opting for that +1 straight away either, so just fully prioritizing on getting a few extra Marauders out with this push, which is a little bit unusual considering the Phoenix opening, but maybe just anticipating the Zoun after scouting it would go more heavily into gateways.
Yeah, and he's not too wrong with that. I mean, 3 more gates were just thrown down. We have charge on the way as well. The Phoenixes are trying to get eyes on this, and it looks like they will get eyes on the factory as it is being built, even delays it a little bit. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Nice little marine movement from Special, trying to catch these Phoenix out on the map, but Zoun too quick for that. Won't be getting picked off. Is maybe going to find these Marauders, though. If he can pick off one of these Marauders, that'll be a nice catch for him.
He does spot the Marauders. By the way, he doesn't have the freedom to pick them off, but he is fully aware of them back at home. He is going to be just working on charge, chronoing it as quickly as possible. It looks like it is going to be able to finish up in time for this push.
Yeah, there we go. So we just see those extra weapons of Zealots desperately trying to get up the amount of supply that he needs here. These Phoenix are really going to help pick off retreating units as well once Special backs away from this amount of charge loads, if he does decide that he can't take the fight.
Yeah, exactly. Another Marine getting picked off as well. The Phoenix is just keeping an eye on this army. They can also pick off those Marauders. If we do commit to a major fight, charge is now done. And Zoun, he can take a fight if Special commits.
Yeah, here we go. Zoun going to show his hand. Does charge on in there. We do see the Guardian Shield being used. The Phoenix just going to be able to pick off some of these retreating units as well. Prioritizing the Marauders. Very nice.
Yeah, every single Marauder is going to be going down here. Ooh, Phoenixes do get focused down, but the charge on to make short work of the Marines.
Yeah, very nicely done by Zoun there. Keeps most of those Phoenix alive. Special did do a good job just using those last few Marines to focus one of those down, but suddenly he has to get that quick wall back up at home. And Zoun, he does have a good counterattack here, but got to be careful not to lose too much just charging on into the wall. Great pickup on the building SCV on the eBay. That was very clever.
Yeah, exactly. He does deny that eBay, but the defensive position is a little bit too good. He gets forced back. Behind this, Zoun, he's expanding. He's taking a third base. He's getting a Robo, working on a Templar Archives. He's getting his tech. He's getting his economy back up and running as he contains Special.
Yeah, and there we go. This Phoenix just continuing to get value as well. So Zoun just trying to keep Special at home, pick off any units that he can, find any damage that he can, but Special going to be going straight out with a drop. Does not want to be hemmed back at home. Looks like he doesn't have a third CC though, despite having quite a lot of SCVs.
Yeah, he's staying on 5 Raxes. He's got an armory on the way for +2, I imagine, or maybe to help support these Widow Mines. I'm also really worried that we don't have that third CC. I guess Special, he's gonna be just committing here on 2 bases.
Yeah, back at home, Zoun is starting to get into Archons, which is going to help a lot until Special gets his Ghost Academy up and running, which he probably doesn't want to do on such a small economy. Special is, starting to mine through some of those minerals in the main. He's going to have to start to think about getting a third CC at some point here.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to do here as his main army is pushing through the southern portion of the map. The drop towards the north is distracting Zoun's Phoenixes, so he may have an opening here. He does scan, he does spot those Archons.
Yeah, and there we go. We are going to be charging on in. It just completely ignores the army, jumps straight on top of the shield battery. Special once again is YOLOing, sending it on in, trying to get as much probe damage as he can. Nice little force field there. Will be blocking off some of the units, but he does get the medevacs out. Oh
my god, that was so close. The medevacs were so weak, and a couple of Widowmine shots are going to go off on the main army, and it looks like one even waddled in towards the mineral line, but Zoun didn't really lose too much in the end. Oh, is going to be able to force this back, and the Phoenixes are going to try and hunt down these medevacs.
Yeah, he boots on out of there. Special sending in a few of these Marines here to try to push them back. One of the Phoenix is going to be going down as well, so good unit movement coming out from Special. Meanwhile, we do have a few Zealots over at the would-be third of Special. Zoun sees it That isn't there, and it's not going to be there.
It's there.
There's no third on the way for SpeCial still.
There's still no third TC despite SpeCial even scanning the saturated third base of Zoun. He commits to another double drop instead. The Phoenix count is low enough that he can afford to do this. He can even preserve his army. Meanwhile, he's going and setting up for another push. He's relentless right now. Starts up +2.
Yeah, SpeCial just trying to find a way to make this 5 racks push work. Finally getting some add-ons on those extra bases. The third goes down, but at the same time charging on in, focuses down that cannon. He's going to drag the units back over the mines. Beautiful drag with the Phoenix over all of this bio, but there just isn't really enough here to capitalize.
Yeah, but they are all in the red. He goes for a drop, but there are Blink Stalkers waiting in the main base. SpeCial gets forced back. He has to regen his army, and this is buying Zoun enough time to make Colossi.
Yeah, Colossus being pumped up. We do see blinking started, as well as that +1 starting to finish there. So with that thermal lance, with that blink on the way, he can start to diversify his army a little bit here, but still a bit of a dangerous moment right now.
Yeah, we have a couple of force fields just cutting up that army of SpeCial. A lot of supply going to be going down. At the same time, we have a Widowmine drop trying to get into the natural base here of Zoun as well, but the Widowmines are being focused down before they can burrow.
Yeah, nice defense there, but still a pretty dicey situation here. SpeCial just going to pick up charge on into the main. One of those medevacs is very low. Will be going down with that SpeCial, with that payload inside, but looks like there's not quite enough here for Zoun to hold. He's actually taking some very good trades, but SpeCial still hanging on in there.
Yeah, exactly. I think there was a little bit of friendly fire, and a second medevac went down as well from that Widowmine shot, so SpeCial being forced back. I mean, his army supply is still quite high, and he is expanding, by the way. He took a third base on location throughout all of that. You know, he's trying to make use of his economy, what little he may have. It's just, he's just forcing himself in a really awkward position where he just has to keep the pressure up. He has to deal damage. He's even got that Ghost Academy.
Yeah, Ghost Academy is finished. We do have Shockwaves and Ghosts on the way. We have the Vikings as well, so he is preparing for this Colossus transition. He is getting everything that he needs, and he's keeping Zoun off of 4th base as well.
Yeah, he's already here in position. He does deny that probe. Widowmine shots are going to be going off on the Zealots as well. Not too bad of a trade here for SpeCial, but he can't really commit to fight these Colossi. Zoun is going to be able to get this base.
Yeah, SpeCial just shaving off units, getting whatever damage he can. He does have a little bit of an upgrade advantage here as well. Zoun only just starting out the +2 now, doesn't have +1 armor either, so SpeCial going to have a bit of an advantage on his units for the time being.
Yeah, his upgrades are quite far ahead compared to Zoun, so he's going to be able to flex that. Zoun needs a little bit more time because he's getting his second Forge and his second Robo as well. His production is still lacking. There is a window here where maybe SpeCial can take a trade and snowball from there. He's looking to try and find an angle here at the 4th base.
Yeah, there we go. He's going to dive on in, try to get this cancel on the 4th. The Vikings are here to help deal with the Colossus, but there's a lot of Archons. Beautiful EMP splash all over those Archons. They are going to have to pull back to the defense of that shield battery overcharge, but the 4th has been denied.
Yeah, 4th gets denied for a second time. At the same time, we have a bit of a Zealot run by across the map. Is going to be able to get a couple of SCV kills here. Nice hold position micro in that mineral line. Eventually, this will be cleaned up, and SpeCial can focus on his frontal assault this time with those Vikings.
Yeah, some nice damage coming on down there, but at the same time, we do see the 4th is going to be cancelled once again. I think that might have even been a kill there.
Yeah, that was a kill, not a cancel. Zoun really being choked out here on these 3 bases.
Yeah, this is starting to get really awkward where if you are stuck for any longer without a 4th base as Zoun, it's going to be pretty hard to keep up with the Terran.
Yeah, exactly. But his army's getting more and more refined. We now have a couple of disruptors being mixed in as well. So as amazing as the upgrades are for SpeCial, it may not matter if one Nova connects.
Yeah, and here we go. We do see a lot of splash coming out from these Colossus. A couple Nova's going to connect, not in a huge way here. Another Stalker going to be going down, and we do see some pretty nice EMPs over the army, but shield battery overcharge once again going to be topping everything up.
Yeah, the Nova actually did reset the ghost count with the main army. Oh my god, we have a couple of flanking disruptors coming in as well. Oh god!
Oh, SpeCial jumping on top of that. A wild move there. And we are going to see quite a few units going down to the Novas there. The Vikings are getting good volleys. One of those Colossus is going to be going down. And SpeCial, he smells blood. He'll be diving on top of this army as it does retreat back to the shield battery.
Yeah, here we go. A couple of reinforcing ghosts are being mixed in as well. He still has some Vikings left over. He wants to try and dive on top of this army if he ever sees an opportunity. He does miss a rotation, though. It looks like Zoun is going to be able to catch this small force towards the north.
Yeah, pretty risky rotation coming out from Zoun, but does have an observer over the army of SpeCial, so he would be able to pull back if he had to, and finds himself in a bit of an awkward position. I think he's surrounding himself right now, but a massive Nova comes on through.
Oh my god, the Nova gets a juicy connection. We have a second one as well. Sometimes you only need one. We just had two.
Huge Novas come out, but meanwhile these Vikings, they will be flying over the army and going down, but they have done their job. They take out every single Colossus. The Marauders of SpeCial doing work as well, and Zoun suddenly doesn't have the largest force here. It's definitely going to have to be careful, especially with that EMP going down. Yeah,
but mate, he still has those disruptors, so the disruptors still kind of give him a bit of an anchor point. He can still apply pressure. Two more disruptors join up with that main army. SpeCial's going for a bit of a drop. That means his main army is that much smaller.
Yeah, and there we go. With these 4 disruptors, we can start to zone out the army here, even putting a bit of damage on the buildings, but I'm just not sure if Zoun has enough here. Big surround coming out from SpeCial, but it's zoned out quickly by the disruptor.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The disruptor able to just give Zoun a little bit more breathing room there. He doesn't lose his disruptor in the end. He's going back into Colossi production, and unfortunately, we don't have any Vikings remaining here or available for SpeCial, so the Colossi are going to come in quite hard.
Yeah, there he goes. Zoun going to take another bit of an unfavorable trade as he tries to get his disruptors back in position. We do see both players getting a 4th up and running as well.
Yeah, Zoun actually double expanding right now, expanding towards the north and the south at the same time. He's got his 4th up and running, getting his 5th on the way. Double Colossus being produced here, and SpeCial, he finds the disruptors! Up!
Oh, the disruptors, they're completely left alone. They are going to get good Novas for their trouble, but every single one of them going to be taken down. Nice find there for SpeCial.
Oh my god, that was huge. That was 5 to 6 disruptors going down in the blink of an eye. Sure, they traded with the Marines, but that was huge.
You can't just leave your balls hanging out. You have to cover them. You have to protect them.
You have to put some pants on, Papi, as we do see once again the Bio Army sleeping on 40. He's trying to focus down that Colossi. Desperately, he will get it.
Yeah, this mass Marauder going to deal very well with the Stalker and Colossus here, but we do have a few Zealot reinforcements. He's going to have to back on out of there. Looks like there are reinforcements for SpeCial to help out with his... Oh.
Yeah.
Can't remake.
I
17 minutes.
I guess it was a bit of a pause. It was maybe a little bit of an issue there, but we are continuing on with this game. Hopefully, whatever issues there were, they are going to be resolved. I do know they don't have WCS Game Hard. I doubt that's what they were pausing about, but here we go. SpeCial, he does find he does find the 4th base.
I can hear the commentators crying out. I feel it.
We can't count, Bathi. Every time there's a harassment in the mineral line, we don't know what's happening. We don't know how much is dying.
We do see Zoun. He is starting to stabilize once again. Has a pretty nice charge lock count. Is getting back into those Colossus, back into the disruptors. We do see a few more Vikings being produced by SpeCial. He's starting to get that extra starport, go into that Liberator transition. He has a 5th base on the way as well, so progressing quite nicely here.
We are progressing quite nicely. At the same time, we do see SpeCial splitting up his army, going to try and engage. He does pick off the disruptor before the Nova goes up.
Yeah, nice killer instinct there, jumping straight on top of the disruptor. Looks like there might just be enough there for Zoun to whittle down this force, but no, he doesn't have enough to deal with the bio of SpeCial, and SpeCial might even be able to get this base, as we do see Zoun going for a massive counterattack.
Yeah, exactly. SpeCial, he wins out the trade towards the south, but he struggles a little bit towards the north. In the end, the army does get deflected. Zoun does lose his 5th.
Yeah, there we go. So nice trades coming out from SpeCial, and it does feel like he has a good amount of momentum on his side right now.
It really does. Looking at the units tab here, we only have 3 disruptors remaining. Once again, Zoun has to be very careful with his army movement. He has to be very careful with these Colossi, but everything is coming together here.
Yeah, Zoun once again getting caught out in the open. He really has to be careful with his units here. We do see SpeCial unloading, trying to set up through the middle of the map here, trying to get some defense outside this fourth base as well. His fifth is landing. It is transforming into a PF, so he will be able to get that up and mining very soon, as we do have some zealots headed that way.
We do have a couple of zealots in that direction. The planetary isn't quite done yet. At the same time, we have a massive run by here towards the north. Massive bio army is going to be able to take down a lot of these workers. I don't know if he can take down this planetary, though, and those medevacs are heavily injured.
Yeah, there's only one medevac left, and this bio is so overstimmed. These are going to be very efficient trades by Zoun. I don't think that was the greatest move coming out from SpeCial. He loses all of the Vikings as well, and Zoun's going to have one hell of a counterattack right now. What does SpeCial have at home to defend?
SpeCial is trying to regroup right now. He has a decent amount of Marines and Marauders. No Liberators, though. Vikings are on the way, but Zoun is looking to hit hard right now. He does end up losing his fifth once again towards the south, and it looks like he's more concerned with finding that drop.
Yeah, but there we go. We have 7 disruptors on the field for Zoun, so if he can start to push out with that, that's going to be a very difficult army to reckon with.
Really will. Meanwhile, the drop is going to be forcing Zoun all the way back home in towards his natural. At the same time, SpeCial is finding a way in. Once again, the disruptors are exposed. Up.
Yeah, Zoun once again being a little bit careless with his disruptors. It is going to work out pretty well for him. Only loses 1, takes out a big chunk of the army for SpeCial, and I would just love for him to consolidate his army and start going across the map now.
The DTs are across the map. They swipe away and they get the planetary despite the repair.
The PF goes down. A lot of the army has been put out of position. We do see a few medevacs being focused down by these stalkers. Disruptor shock goes out. The Vikings getting a lot of damage on these Colossus. Looks like 2 of those going to be going down.
Yeah, a lot of Colossus do go down, but the Disruptors are now on the front lines. Against SpeCial was out of position. He wasn't ready for this major fight. A couple of Disruptors are being focused down, but he is losing his army.
Yeah, there we go. That MP going to be going down. Nearly every disruptor is going to be lost for Zoun. Definitely been a little bit careless with these, but SpeCial does not have much bio left at all. He has the 4 mining bases in total as well.
Oh, exactly. Again, those DTs were able to take down that planetary. Not too many of those workers. Zoun is being forced back, but he has his own 5th base behind this towards the top left-hand corner of the map. This has been unscouted.
Yeah, and there we go. The reinforcements rallying in from Zoun. Just continuing to make this solid Stalker force. Has a few disruptors coming in to reinforce. Has a War Prism on the way as well. Just pumping out probes 5 at a time, getting that economy back up and running.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Right now, the worker counts are looking quite similar between our 2 players, except SpeCial is still behind an overall base. We do see him trying to go for some harassment. He's going to be going for a bit of a drop towards the bottom left-hand corner of the map. This is spotted by those DTs.
Yeah, there we go. So that will be spotted out. I'm not sure if Zoun's going to react. There we go. We do have a Stalker Warp in. SpeCial pretty quick to see that as well, but we have a giant DT force being assembled over to the bottom right-hand side here. SpeCial actually leaves some units in position, though.
Yeah, he recognizes the threat of the DTs. They blink on top of the planetary once again, dealing so much damage with their swipes, but the DTs get cleaned up.
Yeah, the mine was in position, but meanwhile, Zoun going for a massive attack over here at the front. Colossus is going to be going down. It's just Stalkers and Disruptors left over. Going to have to be very efficient with these Nova shots, but looks like a lot of these Stalkers being shaved off already, and the Disruptors once again pathing the wrong way.
Oh my god, but despite that, there may just be too many Gateway units on the ground. We blink on forward, and we do only have 2 Disruptors remaining, but the Zealots close the distance, and Zoun is breaking through.
GG is called. Zoun breaks through in a very scrappy game too.
GG, well played. Oh my god, a very back and forth game. There were moments where, you could argue the SpeCial was overextending and throwing away too much. There was more than one moment where Zoun just was caught with his balls hanging out, and he lost so many disruptors throughout that game. But at the end of the day, he was able to, at a certain point, just cripple the economy and stop SpeCial from being able to remax, rebuild, and keep up with Zoun.
Yeah, he just manages to eke that one out, but it was not easy. It certainly was not easy.
Wasn't easy at all. GG! Well played to Zoun, as he does take down SpeCial 2-0 and moves on to the decider match, where he does play against Hero Marine.
Yeah, here we go. So we are going to be seeing that decider. Oh, we aren't going to be seeing it.
We aren't.
Someone's going to be seeing it. You
So
can see it if you want.
you may have already seen it. Oh my god, GG, well played. For those wondering, of course, we are having a replay cast here, and throughout all of our broadcasts, we've been focusing on matches that were not covered by any of the other streams that were live at the event. All the games that we've casted so far were either only casted by other language streams or were just off-stream, period. And the decider match of this group was actually casted live on the main stream, I believe, at DreamHack Atlanta.
Yeah, so that one is available for you if you do want to go back and rewatch that. Of course, they do have their VODs on YouTube as well, I think. So, yeah, we won't be covering that one, but there we go. We do have that group wrapped on up for you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Otherwise, we would have had another TvP. Literally every match in this group was a TvP. Oh my god, crazy.
Okay, we can watch it together, like.
Oh, yes, we can sit back
in private.
We can put the mics away. We can
take off our pants.
I was gonna say that.
I know.
And then I stopped myself. God damn it. Oh my god, but yeah, of course. So if you want to tune in, that is on YouTube. That is on the ESL. I believe it's called ESL Archives on YouTube. It's where they just upload, they just dump all of their VODs on that YouTube channel, so you can check them out there. But once again, we had some pretty quality matches tonight. Some very high caliber players, and again, it just goes to show that casting these live events can be difficult because, especially in some of these group stages, like every group and every player is high quality, is top tier, and it can be difficult to kind of give the limelight to all the matches that deserve it. We even had another base trade today. My god.
Always with the base trades.
Always. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed their time here. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Asher as well. Thank you for joining me again tonight. Thank you.
No problem. Good to cast some Terran, some beautiful Terran getting smudged by yucky Protoss.
Smurge, Papi, Smurge. So yes, thank you so much everyone for watching. If you want to tune into some more of this DreamHack coverage, our VODs are all on Twitch and will soon be on YouTube if you're interested, as well as all the other casters that covered this tournament. We will be continuing our DreamHack coverage next week. We have quite a number. We have 2 more groups left, I think. 2 more groups, and then we will be wrapping up our DreamHack coverage for Atlanta. And we will be commencing Home Story Cup.
Ooh. It never ends.
It never ends.
Or like the wheel will stop spinning and he'll fall over.
I will
and he can't get back up.
I will die, Papi. It'll all be. I will only be able to play FIFA 2001 on PlayStation.
Kind of like that timeline.
Like you're an animal. Oh my god. So yeah, with that, we are wrapping up for the night. Our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be casting ESL Open Cup Americas with Yaku, number 155. So if you're interested, if ESL Americas is usually at a bad time for you, then we've got you covered there in less than 24 hours. We'll be there alongside you. And yeah, the day after that, I believe I'll be back with Asher for some WTL.
Oh, it's Saturday, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna get drunk.
It's New Year's Eve. I mean, if there was ever an excuse, you know.
You want to do a drinking game? I was actually thinking about it. We could do like, I don't know if you have drinks.
I have tequila.
You could do like a shot for every time a harassment gets more than 5 workers or something like that.
Oh my god. People in the chat, help us come up with a drinking game. I've got a bottle of tequila. I've got a bottle of pisco as well.
No, I was thinking about this before. Every time he's not looking, Papi, you take a drink.
He's not the wall's not a wall. Ah!
all duckling quotes are on the table.
True.
We will die.
If we make a pun with a player name, an awful pun with a player name, take a shot. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, New Year's Eve, we're going to be casting some World Team Leagues, so be sure you're a part of that as well. And maybe even before New Year's Eve, Asher. Could they find an Asher stream?
No.
Oh.
Probably not.
Never mind.
I wasn't planning on it.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. If there was to be an Asher stream, though, where could they find it?
I missed when you asked me if people want to see quality Terran, where can they find it? But alternatively, if they want to see my stream, that would be at twitch.tv/AsherBro.
There you go. I can't always say quality Terran because sometimes you play Protoss now. So it's like,
Oh, so maybe I'll do a Protoss stream.
Protoss. Pasher stream, Papi. Pasher stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Protoss light sniping stream.
Shaking my head. So you can follow Asher at AsherBro on Twitch. He's amazing. He's beautiful. He has a lovely cat that sometimes makes an appearance as well. You know, every now and then I'm sure he's in bed right now.
Yes, hang on. I'll get him while you tell the people about your Twitch.
Let him sleep, Papi. Let him sleep.
No.
Oh. As you can find me at light_VIP. I stream throughout the week as well. I haven't been streaming too much recently, too many ladder sessions, but that's just because we've been casting every single day. So we've been quite busy here on the CranKy Ducklings, but when we're not so busy, I'm streaming over on my own Twitch channel, just some ladder streams, maybe some Final Fantasy 14, maybe some Spider-Man as well, you know, just a couple of variety games as well, whenever I have the time to. But if you only want some high quality ladder, what? Oh god, no. Some casting, then follow us here on the CranKy Ducklings. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. The CranKy Ducklings, we are all over the place, and we will notify you when we go live on your social media of choice. We just don't have TikTok. We're not gonna dance for you.
Why not?
Oh my god, we have bench cam. We have bench.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Oh,
on his box.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is a ball of floof.
As for those who don't know, that is Rufus, aka Rufio. He is Asher's other half.
Oh.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can follow us on the CranKy Ducklings. We have a YouTube channel, and if you want to support us in a bit of a different way, then you can subscribe on Twitch. You can also subscribe, or you can become a patron as well on Patreon. We do have some ways for you to support us. Oh, he's licking himself.
I get distracted.
Oh, look at it. So yeah, you can support us there if you wish. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow with Yaku of the Zaku. Asher, do you have anything you want to say before we head off for the night?
Shh. If you have any problems in your life, just curl into a ball and sleep.
Asher's room.
Yes.
Oh.
If you like. You have to sleep on a small box, though.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for the support, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.